The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons.
Set to kick off.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at the 30.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
28. Touchdown, Denver.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7. Falcons nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A run with Henry on first down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Burrow. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Hunter on the stop.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
5-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos it's a sack. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
12. First down, Denver.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. 20! And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Down. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down. Or
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Derrick Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Here I come. Here I come.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Completes it to Hardman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two and now on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
On the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run with Henry. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua sliding out of the pocket. We're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you huddle him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And a Broncos first down.
Now the former Cal Bear, it's Patrick Laird. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
He's a
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup.
Running once more with Laird. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 44. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Burrow looking to pass. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
First down, Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off to Geis on the screen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Defensively, you said... Coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Eluded the pressure right. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, it's Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
The Broncos first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The Broncos on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Complete.
Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Okay,
I
Jimmy.
know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things
Nah.
in this game. Let's go back to reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
You couldn't run with Derrick Henry, bro.
That's
It's cool.
right.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner.
I figure out what you do in your defense, bro.
Recalibrate and get this proverbial train back
So I figure
on
out what
track.
you do in your defense.
This is where leadership really comes into play. How's the
It's
head
pretty
coach
nice.
handling it? The offensive coordinator?
I know how to stop it,
Sometimes
though.
they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes
Okay.
that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And able to
I'll
get
take
this
that.
one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one
Nah, he can't
battles
throw
on the
deep.
perimeter, and find their way open.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jimmy only scored 1
The
touchdown.
Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do
He only
have all
scored 1
3
touchdown, just
timeouts,
letting you
but
know.
very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, yeah, we on that. Thank you.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal.
Throw again.
But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit,
throw again.
We could have a great finish.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one.
Run that. Please throw the ball, run that route. All right. Throw the ball, bro, please.
This upcoming second down play.
But he's saying he should have it, though. It's Derrick Henry, you know what I'm saying? I know he's saying. It's Derrick Henry.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow.
We on that.
They set up the screen. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. As they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball.
Come on, Judy. Relax. We just playing, bro. I'm chilling.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Here we go with Burrow.
Let's go. Let's go.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that
Let's
one
go.
just like that. They're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
For the Broncos.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Here comes Cohen.
I'll take 10 yards.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
We'll see.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw.
I'll take that.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Dude, he's wide open.
They've been excellent all
Dude,
game
he's wide
long.
open.
Another example of it right
Dude,
there in the
he's
closing
wide open, yo.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached. Because if you
Oh,
don't quite
man,
get
he
there,
was
get
wide
to the
open.
quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
You sure?
Danielle Hunter and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
This nigga is going to keep running this shit. We are on it. We are on it.
Meanwhile,
We are
Iran,
on it,
first
Junior. You
down
cannot
really
run.
backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why
Dude,
not just
cannot
take
run.
a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
This time, Burrow will look to throw.
Come on, man.
And that is
Come on.
incomplete.
Give me the pick.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down
Oh, that's a
tight,
pick.
forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll let it
I love
go
it.
deep for
I love it.
And that will be incomplete.
I love
with
it.
The clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
You can kneel it, run it, whatever you want to do.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it
Okay.
here on fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He'll let it go.
My niggas
deep
run.
for Beckham.
My niggas run.
The clock down now to 13 seconds.
My niggas
Broncos
run.
unable to convert here on fourth. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
Nigga on fire for nothing.
run out the clock, shake hands,
I'll take that.
congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up
I don't care about
the
going.
game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just
GG,
go,
though, Junior.
in addition to that speed,
Your
he helps
defense
out his
saved you.
blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Denver, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Packers reporter Rob Demovsky joining us now with much more on this story. Rob, while his absence isn't really a surprise, why is it significant at this point of the offseason? For a couple of reasons, Kevin. One, anybody who thought this wasn't a real beef between Rodgers and the organization, and believe me, there are some people who still didn't believe the story, should know now that it is real. Rodgers has always participated in these offseason programs before, whether it's the conditioning and training in phase 1 or the phase 2 and phase 3 on-field stuff. He's already missed enough benefits. He's not going to get his $500,000 workout bonus. Well, you may say, well, that's not a lot of money for a guy who's making 20-some million a year. He's always collected on it in the past. We mentioned those dates, June 1, June 8. We could be even in for a longer haul if nothing changes between now and training camp. And right now, Rodgers is still dug in on his intentions to never play her again. Packers are still set on not trading him. The organization is committed to General Manager Brian Gutekunst. That's who Rodgers has his beef with. So right now, Kevin, it's Jordan Love, Blake Bortles, and Kurt Benkert, the quarterback that they signed off the street last week, as they move into OTAs, where we will be tomorrow in person getting a chance to see them for the first time. Okay, we will also get more information and perspective here from Gavrillowski on the Jordan Love situation. If it is the quarterback moving forward. And I want to remind our audience, too, later on tonight on SportsCenter, Kenny Mayne's last SportsCenter, Aaron Rodgers will be joined. So he's living the life. Rob Demovsky covers the Packers.
We've got two more NBA playoff games tonight. Take a look at the nightcap first. Trailblazers looking to take a 2-0 series lead with the Nuggets at 10 Eastern. Damian Lillard's coming off his third career 30-point, 10-assist playoff performance. That's one behind Clyde Drexler for the most in franchise history. And at 7:30 Eastern, the Bucks take on the Heat in Game 2. Despite getting a game-time basket in regulation in Game 1, Jimmy Butler shot just 4 of 22 from the field as they held to under 20 points in 5 of 7 games against the Bucks since he joined the Heat. Let's bring back 8-time NBA All-Star Vince Carter joining us now. The Heat nearly won Game 1 despite Jimmy Butler shooting just 4 of 22 from the field during the Miami. What is the key for Butler to get going and for Miami to get back to the series?
Absolutely. That's just it. I like to say downfield, reach for the feet, work your way out to the perimeter. When he's getting downfield like this, seeing the ball going in, that helps build your confidence. And by him being aggressive, he will open up shots because after a while, you're not going to let Jimmy Butler just continue to get layups and to keep you deep. That will open up 3-point shooting for that guy, Justin Robinson, Tyler Hero, Dunn, all of these guys. And then Bam Adebayo gets to roam free and play free because of the aggressiveness of Jimmy Butler.
That's what a leader does. Okay, let's talk tonight's late one. Game 2 between the Blazers and the Nuggets. Portland hit his team playoff record 19 of 43 pointers. Yeah, in that